In this episode, we are in...
Where are we?
Chapelle d'Abondance. In this episode, we are in...
La Chapelle d'Abondance. Hi, I'm Cos.
And I'm Meeks.
We self-built our fully winterised wonder bus called Tippy.
To chase the snow and explore the mountains in wintertime.
Together with our two little girls, we are ski vanning across Europe.
Our little family of four are visiting new places and learning new things.
We thought we'd share our tips on where to park and camp in the mountains with all of you. Welcome to Tippy Travels. La Chapelle d'Abondance is a tiny little French alpine ski resort nestled between Abondance and Chappelle in the Portes du Soleil. It's about an hour from Geneva and the drive is very simple with wide roads without any switchbacks. The park-up is completely free and there are some services too in this designated motorhome area. The area is beautiful and rustic as this was a village that became a ski area rather than a purpose-built resort. So come take a look around. Okay, we are here at La Chapelle d'Abondance, which is located just between Abondance and Chappelle in the Portes du Soleil. This is a little section of lifts and runs which aren't directly linked to the Portes du Soleil, but because of that, it's really quiet. It's also, the snow's pretty good because the actual pistes on this side are kind of shaded from the sun for most of the day. So as you can see on the other side of the mountain, there's nothing. So yeah, so far so good. One of the best things about being here in the van is the fact that the park up literally is, I'm not sure if my fingers are pointing the right way, I can't see with the sun. Just there, about 100 meters away from the actual piste. And the facilities there are really good. No electricity, but there is a brand new working floppler and grey water drop off. I haven't just yet found the cassette waste, but I'm sure it can't be far away. The bottom of this little section of green, there is a little drag lift over there. It's not free, unfortunately, but the lift pass here is pretty cheap. So we are here on a Saturday, and the Saturday rate for this area, for La Chapelle d'Abondance, which includes this side of the mountain and some sections on the other side, just up the hill there, is 23 euros for the day. Which is remarkably good value, but there are no sort of special discounts for the kids or anything. They pay that rate too. But it's when you compare it to any other of the resorts around here, it's actually really, really decent. Properly all set up for beginners. It's not so good for snowboarders because predominantly it's drag lifts. There is a section slightly higher up than here, which is all beginner, which is nice, and the snow's a little bit better up there. One of the other nice things about this particular setup here, especially if you've got young kids, is there's a little drag lift here which just services this section of piste, and so they can go up and down and do some nice laps. While parents, you can go in the Clos de Savoyard, get yourself a drink, have a bit of lunch. It's very nice. One other thing that's worth mentioning as well is over there where the main six-man chairlift is actually the ski pass office, and they're open from 8:30 on all skiable days. And they're very helpful, and they were the people that advised us about the pretty decent lift pass price for today, and they were giving us some of the options for during the week also. All right, just to give you the proximities, I'm on the piste, I'm on the green at the bottom, and I'll flip the camera around and walk back to the van. Should only take a minute. So as you can see, literally less than a minute. And from here, if you do have really young kids, I'll just show you something else, which is pretty valuable. Oh, if I can climb up this hill. Here's our van. And there is the Club Pew Pew, which is the kindergarten for ski kids. It's lunchtime now, so nobody's out and about on the Club Pew Pew. And they've got a pretty primitive lift, but frankly it's brilliant for little kids. It's just a little rope lift. Let me just flip the camera around. Just takes you from here up to the little blue sign up there, and this is the kids ski run, and that's the Club Pew Pew cabins. Just at the top of the Aire is where the bins are. You've got your standard recycling and waste. And then just up from the bins, you have this area here, which is the flotte bleu, so your fresh water and your grey water drain. This is all here and working. And so to use this, you basically just follow the instructions on the screen, pay using your card, and then this little side cupboard door will open up once you've paid. Then you can plug your hose in to the side of there, and that's that. There is obviously no cost for disposing of your grey water waste. You just drive your van over this section and press your magic button should you have one, or if it's a bucket or whatever, you just have to unload it down to there. One thing I haven't seen here just yet is somewhere to dispose of the cassette. Failing that, you'll probably have to find a public loo and dispose of it there. We are just on our way up the town. This is the road into the Aire. About 200 metres down there is where the van is parked. And we are now approaching the main road, which takes you to all the restaurants and stuff. I've got a little one who's desperate to say hi, but we're not putting her on the internet. But this also is the main road that links Chappelle onto the main motorways out of the valley. So it can be very busy.
Now we should talk about the skiing. La Chapelle d'Abondance is its own mini ski area with its own ski pass, but from the north side of the resort you can take the Télécabine de la Pantiaz, which takes you towards Chappelle and Morgans in the Portes du Soleil. So there's great choice here. We stuck to the mini area and had a great time.
All in all, this is a pretty fabulous place. The slopes aren't busy, the lift pass is cheap, the parkup is only meters from the piste, and there's no queues for the lifts. This is a Saturday in half term and we have not queued for a single lift. We have literally just walked straight on it. So this gets a massive thumbs up from us. There's literally nobody here. Oh, tell a lie, there's one. Oh no, he works here.
Let me tell you this story about this boy confused on all these terms that she has always thought she used. They are, I don't know, maybe okay, we'll see. And I just can't stop thinking on what she thinks of me.
Okay, so we are pretty much done here in La Chapelle. It's a beautiful little town and it's just so handy having the park up right next to the piste. Like, what we're talking, 50 metres?
Like pew pew, you can literally see from your van.
Like right behind the van, that's so convenient.
Ideal for young kids with young children.
And then we've got the, oh, she's off. hit end of the ski trip, bye-bye. And so, where were we? We're here for a minute. Important thing to note, there's no hookup. There is a flotte bleu, which is €2 to use per time, and next to the flotte bleu is where you can dump your grey water. We couldn't find the cassette waste disposal, but it is there somewhere. People were talking about it, so we don't have a cassette, so we didn't go looking for it, but we've heard it is there. So perhaps just email the tourism office. That would be the simplest thing to do, and they should probably give you some update on that. The link to the tourism office will be in the description. One little tip actually, which is really good, we're going to put a link to this in the description as well, is there's a brasserie just up around the corner attached to the hotel. Yes. And they do a set menu and it's brilliant. It's I think it's 3 courses for €22, including half a carafe of wine per person. And the food was great. It was
Adults
really good.
and children really enjoyed it. It was great food.
Yeah, it was absolutely
great atmosphere, like really wooden interior kind of chalet style.
And lots of taxidermy.
Something for the kids to look at beforehand.
Were these alive ones? Final thing, the side of the road that we're on is not lift linked to the Portes du Soleil. but all you got to do is cross the street and go to the telecabine, where it's a bit of a walk, but I think you can jump on the free bus to get to it. And then on that side of the road, the opposite side to the Aire, is where you'll find the link up all the way through to the Portes du Soleil, which covers everything from Chapelle to Morzine, Winterised, Léger. So the ski area there is massive. But the bonus about having La Chapelle not lift linked to it means that the slopes were pretty empty.
Yeah.
And the snow was pretty good because it was in the shade.
Yeah.
All round, it's an absolute winner, isn't it?
Yeah, good enough skiing for both adults and kids. Good amount of blues and green runs. I think the first lift is the green, and it was a decent sized green, like not too short, not too long. It's nice.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, it's tree lined. Thank you very much for watching. If there are any other resorts that you'd like us to check out, please let us know in the comments below. Otherwise,
Yes, that's it from us.
you can do your
Likey, subscribey. Likey, subscribey.
Okay, see you next time.
Bye-bye.